Good evening, Seth.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you very much for being here.
I am happy to be here as well.
So, yeah, I um I just want to share with you that I think that I feel I have a very deep uh opinion, I guess opinion or a sense about myself that I live in the past too much, and in feeling that I'm in poverty and always having less than, like, the cup is half empty most of the time for me. And I feel this is very much a part of you know family circumstances, the family I grew up in, the blood family that I grew up in, very difficult situations, not much joy at all. And I've been struggling most of my life to take those cloaks off, but really have had not much luck. So I feel like these dark, not dark energies, but just these heavy, burdensome kind of feelings are something that I just really don't know how to heal them or let go and move into a lighter, joyous feeling. Like right now I'm really wanting to manifest or have a place of my own to live, a little house, a little cottage where I can really spread my wings and be what my heart desires to be and how I want to be in the world. And I feel I just don't know to how to do it. Like I feel like I don't have the tools. I don't
You do have
understand.
the tools. Everything you want to know, everything you need to create is within you. What you are really articulating here is this. As a result and a consequence of, and this is true for almost all of you, being raised in families of all different kinds, and yet the commonality is that, of course, you were all taught limiting beliefs. The consequence of those beliefs and the assimilation of those beliefs naturally separated you from your understanding of who and what you really are. Understand this, that when you were born, you felt a natural comfort with where you were. You knew, you still remembered who and what you really were. And so you were perfectly fine with where you had come into because it was your intention to do so. And so the concentration first on your past means that you are, again, abdicating your ability to exercise your power in the present. You cannot be focusing your thought on feeling abundant, on feeling your intuitive self. You cannot focus your thoughts on that and at the same time focus your thoughts on something regretful in the past. And so you aptly said, let go. It is a decision. You have the ability to decide moment to moment what your focus point is going to be. And most of you get lost in the minutia, which almost none of it is real anyway. I have said before, only love is real. And the reason why is because that is the term that can be used to describe the enormous, unlimited power of the energy that connects you to all that is and to each other. It is why it is unconditional love. It is why you cannot disconnect from it, because it is unconditional, you see. And so your focus in at any given time then on something regretful in the past or something unwanted in the present, something less than desirous to you in the present, means that every moment you do that, you are not using the power of your thoughts, of your beliefs, to create something, an energy momentum that is different than what you are currently experiencing. Also, understand this: you have already created a version of yourself that is amazingly abundant. And here is the thing about that version of you in that probable reality. And I will refer to her as she because you have not yet become her, although you are on the way. And interestingly enough, you are not far from it, you see.
Hmm.
She does not think like you. She does not ruminate on the past because she is too much enjoying her present. She is unconcerned with the future because she trusts that everything has always worked out, all is well, and she operates from that platform.
Hmm.
And so, in order to merge yourself, for lack of a better word, into that probable reality that your desire for abundance has already created, and how did it do so? When you had the thought, the desire for more abundance, that thought did not go away into some nothingness of evaporated dust. It created that world. Such is your power of one thought. And when you created that world, when you created that probable reality, your only mission then was to become that version of you.
Hmm.
Of course, that version of you in that probable reality who is experiencing the abundance that she is enjoying, she has more than a cottage. She does not reflect and waste her energy and time on a past, except to remember how much she is appreciative of it for the things that she learned from, even for the challenges that she had, because she knows that she was unable to become who she is without them. And she then feels a fuller gratitude and appreciation for self, meaning the energy of her love and trust for self is also much more elevated than yours, you see.
Hmm.
And so, if you would like to experience the reality, the probable reality that you've already created, you must become her. You must begin to think like her. You
Hmm.
must begin to feel like her. She finds joy in the many little things throughout her day. She enjoys nature. She enjoys friends. She enjoys rendezvousing with strangers. When she runs out for miscellaneous things, she has a joy and appreciation for life. And you do not need to have that abundance in your bank account right now to feel those things. What you do need to do is to alter and rearrange your thoughts and pay attention to what you're thinking about in this present moment and decide, what am I going to think about right now? Because the moment that a past thought comes in or a negative thought comes in that begins to make you feel badly about something, you have the authority to stop thought in its tracks. And then you have the ability to decide what you would rather think about, you see.
Hmm.
And ultimately, the issue of poverty is one that is based in fear, feeling powerless,
Hmm.
which of course is an indicator that you are mildly kind of still separated from the awareness of the totality of all that you are. For your inner self does not feel powerless. And the version of you that is more abundant has made more of a space for those aspects of her existence to operate more freely in her reality. And so this then becomes the choice points that you want to think about. It does not cost any money to enjoy a great many things that
Hmm.
you can feel appreciation for, you see. And what is the fear of being poor? What is the anxiety? What is the stress?
um,
Safety.
yeah, yeah, safety
And
and
yet your inner being knows it was always safe, always at all times. You were always safe.
mm,
And so the wasting of your thoughts towards any direction that lends to the feeling of unsafety and fear was a waste of your time, which is
mm,
okay because now you can utilize this information and choose to use your thoughts and your time more wisely. And it doesn't cost a thing,
mm,
you see.
mm,
And in this way, you yourself are doing exactly what you came here to do, to move purposefully and deliberately your energy so that you could create a different outcome. You
mm,
are telepathic, you see. You can pose a question to the universe and it will respond. Anything you've ever wanted to know, you have only but to query of your inner self and say, for example, inner self, or as you say, inner being, where are the people who can come into my experience and assist me with understanding the various ways I can become more abundant? The question demands an answer. You just must leave a space for it, which cannot be made if you are creating the anxiety and fear and stress of poverty. You
Mhm.
see,
Mhm.
it is a different energy tempo. You understand energy. Like attracts like.
Mhm.
Clarity is not a harmonious energy with fear. And so you must let it go. Trust the aspects of yourself, the intuitive aspects of yourself, the clairvoyant, the telepathic, the psychic aspects of yourself to come forward. There's no need for you to pay so much attention to what's happened in the past. It is done. That is not where your point of power is. Your point of power is here, right now, in this moment, you and I, right now. And there is no moment that you are going to have that is more powerful than this, except, of course, this next moment. You see?
Mhm.
And in each moment, you can decide what energy you are going to emit.
Mhm.
You have control over that. And because you have control over that, you have control over every experience in your reality. If you do not like what you are experiencing right now, you have but to change it. Understand, though, you have already created it. Your angle then is to become the version of you that is enjoying the fruits of your labor.
Mhm.
Questions?
I can't think of one at the moment. Just yeah, I, th- I feel like it might be very challenging for me to not get hooked into the past because I've been dwelling on my past and regrets for a number of years now, or it seems like it. It's very
And
strong.
look
It's a strong.
around you. Look around you now. It's very important that you said that, and it's good that you recognize that. It's
Yeah.
very important that you recognize that. Look around you, for that is what your concentration on your regrets has materialized. More regret. Like attracts
Yeah.
like creates like. Focusing more on appreciation
Yeah.
and love and enjoyment. It doesn't matter if you enjoy a walk around the block and you enjoyed yourself for 20 minutes while you do it. For that 20 minutes, you created the feeling of satisfaction,
Yeah.
peace, contentment, and it didn't cost a dime. So you see, you have the ability to move your energy now, and it doesn't cost you any money. And the more you move it, the more you attract to you. You cannot attract abundance from regret.
Right.
The two energies are not compatible, they will repel each other.
Yeah.
Joy, appreciation, self trust, self love, those energies attract abundance, more things that are delightful to you, but not regret and not anxiety. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. And once you can look at your life from that understanding and
Hmm.
how you can shift the energy at any time, you can begin to play with it. Remember, this was supposed to be fun. When you came forward, you intended to have an enormous amount of playtime. So the moving of energy is a very fun way for you to experience flexing your powerful self into this physical dimension. Play with it, experiment.
Okay.
Enough?
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Thank
You are
you.
most welcome.
Mm. Good night, or see you later. I'm still here.
Absolutely. No, we will,
Yeah.
we are always aware of you, you see.
Mm.
And so you have only but to ask for assistance as well, and you will have it. Just
Mm.
be mindful not to block it with your feelings of sadness and regret.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear when the room is so loud, is it not?
Yes.
Yes. Quiet the room
Okay.
with other energy.
Right. Okay. Okay. Many thanks.